$62.5 million for Wolves dribble king Matheus Cunha. Here we go, sir. It's official. At least according to Fabrizio Romano, has come in that we are going to execute the release clause, $62.5 million, like I said, over 3 installments, paid over 2 years, and he will be joining very shortly. He's going to be coming for a medical over the next week. What are your feelings about this first signing of the Ruben Amorim summer? Obviously, we got Heaven and Doku in, but what do you think about Cunha? Biggest buy yet?
Look, this is a big one for Manchester United coming right out of the gate. This has been rumored for the last couple of months. I think it's pretty transparent that this was going to happen no matter what. I believe even Romano said, hey, no matter what happens with the final, Cunha would be coming to Manchester United. Hell of a player for Wolves, sir. 15 Premier League goals, 21 goal involvements, top 10 share of any club's goals per Opta, sir. So he's up there. We do not score goals. We lent all of our attackers out this season. I view this as a replacement for Antony and Rashford. We're going to recoup something from one of those players. And, you know, he's a 10. He can play in the Amorim system. It's approved. He also can play on the wing. So in the event Amorim is relieved of his services, it doesn't really it's a very versatile signing in that regard, right? So Ineos can clearly make this buy and say, hey, he's EPL proven. I like that angle. It's hysterical that Wolves finished above us in the table and that they finished below us on the last day. They were above us when we were being rumored to this deal. But look, Wolves to United, is it sideways? He's coming to a big brand. He has some attitude issues. Is it going to go in with our existing attitude issues? For me, he seems like a dog. I have no reason to doubt him, but then everyone comes to United and fails. So I don't know. I don't even know what to think about signings anymore. I used to get excited about signings. Now I just dread signings generally, and just watching this team play.
Well, there you go. Because they inevitably go bad. Because it's a high risk signing. It's a high beta signing. I think that's why, given his age, he's 25. I think he actually just turned 26 maybe yesterday. And the goals he's had and the team he's had it, he should be almost going for more money. But he has had those off-field and on-field incidents with some red cards. He's a big social media guy, which will not play well for Manchester United fans because the extra fucking magnifying glass that exists in this club for all players. So it could go very well, but if you don't have the culture right, it could go very poorly. I like the temperament of the player. He's a dog. He's a goal scorer. He's a carrier of the ball. He has the physicality, even with not the biggest guy, that he can kind of command the midfield in terms of just like winning the ball back and going and scoring a goal. Like you said, Premier League proven, I think, is key. We've been spending all this money on players outside the league. Going back to the Fergie approach, like buy the best players in the bottom half of the team, bottom half teams. You know, we were trying to do that with Delap. That's not going to work. He's apparently going to Chelsea. But he fits the bill, and Mbeumo would fit the bill. I like Cunha, but it could definitely go bad. But, like, I think he would look good, number 10, scoring in bangers. But he's going to score way less goals, by the way. If you know, when he comes in, Cunha and Mbeumo as well, the goals will drop off, of course. But I'm just hoping that the team can find a way to stay up at the table. But I do like the signing, but it's high risk.
Yeah, and just the mood around the club. I feel like there's just a cloud around the club. You know, you lose that final, you go to Malaysia, you got all the hokey bullshit going on over there, transparent cash grab, and then bam, here's our first signing. And I'm like, haven't even got my head around how horrible this past season was. There's been no break. I like that they're like getting this guy out the gate, but you can't judge a transfer window with the first signing. And so who are we not signing because we're spending so much money on Cunha? And my main concern about this team when I look at it is there are so many missing pieces that could this be 2 younger signings, maybe 30 million each, like Dogu, that this team desperately needs more than Cunha. And I know we do need goals, but if there's other critical positions that we're in a sell to buy situation, which we most likely will be, those are going to drag late. And we've seen Ineos not really excel there. So I have a feeling that Cunha will be the better of the attackers they brought in. Like when we bought Xerxes, I was like, why? You know, we needed a number 9 with pace who can get him behind, right? Especially if Rashford was someone who we were going to move off of. You needed a different profile of a number 9. We didn't need Xerxes was more that like hybrid 10-9. I didn't get that. Cunha, I do understand. I feel like in the Wolves system, he had to put the team on his back. And at Manchester United, we need somebody like that. So I don't think he's going to be shy about that. But with United, it's all about sort of how you come into the team, how you earn that spot, how you deal with the weight of the shirt. Because doing it at Wolves is one thing. Doing it at Manchester United is another. Let's jump into his football ref stats. Pretty good. 96th percentile for non-penalty goals for wingers over the last year. Shots total 98. Loves to shoot. Assists could be a little better, but sir, he excels in the attacking stats. If you look at him versus all forwards, 81st percentile. That's beating out Holland by probably 75 points there. So,
Hoyland, he's a player. He's a real player. He has what it takes. He also is versatile in the sense that, like, if you sack Ruben Amorim, you'll have no problem. Kind of feels like a Brazilian Bruno Fernandes. You know, like, maybe not the same work rate in terms of playing a little bit deeper, but he can score bangers. He can carry the ball probably better than Bruno. And I just think he has a big personality. We're crying out for some of those players to grab the game by the scruff of the neck. And we have those players. They didn't step up in the final. We need more of those players because big teams have those players in abundance. And I think he has that. It could also go bad because if he has some, man, we got him under some pressure. You're getting booed in a way you don't get at Wolves, and he can lash out, and then things could just get blown up in a way they won't there. So we need more signings. Like you said, it's not how you start a transfer window, it's how you finish the transfer window, because this transfer window is so important about selling. But I like their EPL goals. I like that he's got that bite. Wayne Rooney said he's got a bite to him, and I think United does need that, but we got to keep it in check. And that's, the manager's a little stubborn, but They like each other. I'm excited about this, but we're never rescued by a transfer or two. This window is going to be told in August, in September, not now in May.
Yeah, and apparently the $62.5 million is in installments over 3 seasons, deal to 2030 with the option to 2031. So we're going to lock him up in his prime. And the fact that we can put this on the credit card is something that Ineos is keen. And now that we're selling Garnacho, it's even more important to get this type of player. The fact he's not afraid to dribble. In that 10 role with Amorim, he can excel, and he has the strength and pace out wide. So look, Cunha, it's a high beta move. He's a dog. He's got edge. Will he succeed at Manchester United? Let us know in the comments below. Is he an Obertan or a Zlatan? Sir, your final vote. Matheus Cunha, Obertan or Zlatan?
Zlatan, of course. Come on, number 10. He's going to go good. What do you think?
I'm going Zlatan as well. I think he's going to score some goals for Manchester United. I think he's got that edge. I think he's going to look good in red, and he's a dog. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next Manchester United video.